fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Hey, Keyzie.
What up?
You want to swap headphones?
There's only one side he was working.
Yeah.
Shame. And he couldn't come in
Can we see
early.
what it sounds like without a bed?
Sorry, Keyzie, that wasn't a question. That wasn't a question.
Do you want the beard gone?
No, I was just saying what it sounded like without it. I was trying to remember what the boys do in the morning, if they have a beard or not.
Let's get busy.
Well, they do that, at the start.
Yeah. And then we leave ours on for a wee bit. And then after like a minute 30, I fade it out.
Do you sneaky bastard?
Hey, Keyzie.
You're a sneaky
that
What up,
wasn't
Jase?
That wasn't a question.
Jase, I don't respond to people. Honestly, it's going to be hard
That's
for me
not
to
how
get.
Richie McCaw would do it.
No, it's not.
He would leave from the front and go, oh, we'll take this shit headphones.
Only because I've got some inside information from Keyzie when he came in today. He's not in the best shape. And I just thought, because you usually only have one ear on anyway, because you have the other ear exposed.
That's not true.
And
That
I'm
is
wondering,
definitely not true.
Keyzie?
What?
You want to swap headphones?
No.
It's not a question.
No, see, I'm definitely not swapping with you asking like that.
It was a question. It was phrased as a question.
Jace, in the past, I have offered up my headphones to you, but he didn't
Kind
even
of,
say
I do.
please.
No, it wasn't nice.
No, it was
nice.
horrible.
It was really mean.
Look at him changing headphones over or staring daggers at me.
Yeah. Hey, just while you're doing that, I'll just give you we need a sting for Mogi's boring health updates.
We've got boring gym fitness.
Yeah, I got the boring gym.
This is actual health rather than
boring health. Went and seen my new specialist today.
Another specialist.
New one, got a new one.
Good God.
So the last one, when I went and saw the last specialist, I was already on antibiotics. He said, get off the antibiotics, you don't need that. Take these steroids and these antibacterial pills.
Right.
I was like, okay. And they had a run time on them of 10 days. And he said, come back and see me in 4 weeks. So I took them for the 10 days and I felt as bad or worse as when I started.
But you were buff as.
Yeah, that was a good bit.
You were working out hard at the gym.
And then so I rang him back and I made another appointment. I thought, well, why would I wait 4 weeks to go back and see him if I've already determined that his medicine he's given me, it does not work. So I went back and he goes, oh, you come back early? How come you come back early? I said, because it didn't work. He said, you got to give it time. I said, I've given it 3 months. That's long enough. And so he referred me to this other guy who's a voice box specialist. This guy today was dressed particularly well.
Yes.
Particularly well.
So in other words, he charges like a wounded bull.
I've got medical insurance, which I recommend, actually, Keyzie. You should get onto that.
Yeah, I've got that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Good man.
Definitely.
And I'd like to know how much it would have been, but I get the feeling probably upwards of $800.
Yes.
For the 10 minutes that I was in there. And he said that it's not a throat infection, it's a sinus infection.
Right.
It's a sinus, and the past couple of days it's been particularly bad. Last night I had a fucking horror of a sleep, and yesterday my voice was fucked, even more than sort of usual.
Yeah.
And I worked out it's probably because I had blocked sinuses and I started using that Ultravin. And that would have been really giving the old infected sinuses a run for its money.
Oh, like negatively?
Badly.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. Okay.
I fucked it over real bad.
Fucking hell.
And so I've now been put on a 3-week course of antibiotics. 2 lots of that a day.
Augmentin?
Yeah, it's not Augmentin. Actually, it's the woman at the chemist said, you have to take it with, make sure you take it with lots of food, lots of water, and don't bend over for half an hour. Don't bend
That's
over
a
for
new
half an hour. She said, I'd not heard that. She said, I bent over once and it literally burns your...
Esophagus?
Yeah, but lower than that. Sort of get down to your stomach.
Your intestine.
Burns it.
Oh, good.
And so I was like, okay, well, good, I won't do that. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully that'll be the end of the bastard.
Well,
3 weeks of that shit. He said, Keyzie, and you made me do this, he goes, don't overdo the alcohol with it. And then he started moving on to something else, and I said, why not?
Yes, I always ask, just in
Why
case.
not? And he said, it'll just lower the efficacy of the antibiotic.
Right, okay.
It won't give you ulcers.
Because mine one was
Yours
stomach
ulcers.
ulcers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that was Augmentin, actually.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But
But it was the booze that gave you the stomach ulcers, wasn't it?
no, I don't have stomach ulcers to begin
Oh,
with.
right.
I had a chest infection and asthma.
Oh, is this young Keyzie?
No, this was me actually 2 years ago.
Right, okay.
Oh no, that was for a tooth infection. Sorry, this was a different tooth infection. But I think you could be onto something there because you've had all these throat treatments and nothing's worked.
Nothing's worked.
So it's not the fact that it isn't your throat makes
makes a bit more sense.
and you just have to go see a guy in a waistcoat.
Well,
This
it's lucky,
guy's sick, man.
lucky they didn't zap your throat then.
I know. He goes, no, you don't need an operation on your throat. He said, but you do this 3-week course, and then he said, come back and see me in 6 weeks. I was like, but if I've done the antibiotics and I'm not better after 3 weeks,
Why would
Did you
I
ask
wait
him
for
about
six?
that?
I did. I said, surely I can come back after 3 weeks rather than waiting another 3 weeks when I'm not better. He said, oh, yeah, just give us a ring and come in.
Oh, right. I thought he was going to say, oh, no, so what happens
Doctors.
is you go through it and
No.
then you recover for 3 weeks or
No,
something.
weird.
Oh, okay.
Really weird.
That is weird.
And then if that hasn't worked, then it'll be an operation on my sinuses.
Right.
It's a baboon.
On my honker. And he
a
was banging
baboon
on
transplant.
He was banging on about my fucking nose as well.
Well, I was. It's actually
Not
funny
nice, is it?
because I was thinking to myself just before, is your nose actually bigger at the moment?
My honker.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, it just looks like that.
It just looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
I've been working out at the gym that everything's getting bigger.
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Everything.
Even your
Except
snoz.
my
my
curls.
bolos.
Your snoz.
Actually, update from me, health update. We need a Keyzie's slightly interesting health update sting. I did a Jason Hoyt today in an effort to recover from a slight hangover, not a massive one.
Oh, you started
hangover.
drinking.
No, I didn't go.
Back in the day,
I didn't
certainly
go
you do
full
that.
Hoyt.
What's that?
That's what you do.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
do it.
So
If
what
I'm
I
on holiday, I'll do it.
what I did today was go to the dairy, buy a big packet of twisties, and then eat that entire bag whilst
So
driving into work.
disgusting, man.
I've never driven while eating a bag of chips before.
Well, haven't you?
No.
What?
How weird's that?
Yeah, it's really weird.
So, like, but like, just when I say that, I mean
Bro,
me.
you haven't lived.
Yeah, what is wrong? I not only do the not only do the chips, the big bag of chips,
Is this a skite? It feels like a skite.
but I also have a little pottle of dip.
Really?
Yeah, man.
You dip in cheese balls.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You teabag the dip with your cheese balls.
Pre-cheese balls.
Right. So, okay, so you like got the little.
I've never done that.
Yeah, no, I've
no,
done
that's
that.
just silly.
I've
So-
done that with like a chicken nugget or something like that.
Oh,
I've
big
had,
time.
but I have like the dip in between my thighs.
Yeah, I mean that is just a recipe for being an animal.
And also
Walking
driving
through
terribly.
The door, coming home, covered
And I tell
in
you
sweet
what,
and sour sauce.
There's nothing worse than when you spill the dip and it goes on your jeans and you wipe it off and it's all white.
Yeah, which
got-
would be every single
And
time.
it's like, oh, it was dip. I dropped dip on my crotch.
On my
What do you
stick,
mean?
dip
You drop
stick.
dip on your crotch. When
Do
I
you-
was driving, having chips and dip.
Having a charcuterie board.
What do you just you'd lie and you just say you were jerking off at that point? Could you be less of an animal if you were driving and jerking off than you would
Wow.
be if you were eating chips and you had
Did I jack
bottle
off?
of
Yeah.
dip between your legs?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever jacked off in the car. Do you guys do weed?
Hang on.
No,
I got so much shit for not eating a bag of chips.
Wait.
What?
Do you do weed dribbles?
No.
How come you always have those like wet patches on your front of your jeans when you come in, Keyzie?
What are you talking about,
You
Jase?
have
I
we-
don't do
just-
weed dribbles,
I was
right? If
just
anyone
wondering if
here
you did
does weed dribbles, it's you.
It
What
was
is
an
the
innocent
definition of a
question.
weed dribble?
Well, you do wheeze and then you repackage it, but there's a bit of dribble afterwards.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
you see,
I'm
Mogi
always doing
does.
that.
I don't, but I,
I don't
notice
either.
that you
I
often
fucking hope I
have.
do.
You,
That's the only reason I wear undies, to soak up all the piss.
yeah, the smell of urine.
Jason, let's not
Keyzie's
start a Keyzie does weed
disgusting.
dribbles thing, all right?
Actually, just on
Nothing
that
wrong
front.
with
Hang
that.
on.
But
hang on.
sometimes
that-
you can be so excited to get back to what you were doing.
Yes.
You such
Okay.
a rush to get back from the toilet.
I-
like a
Big Show.
game of
I
rugby
had
or-
I had a scenario. I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys today when I was doing wheeze.
No,
bang.
no, it hasn't.
And I was busting. Right, I was absolutely busting.
Busting a nut.
And I ran into the toilet and did the old wheeze, but the old 4E had sort of overtaken sort of the dimensions of
You're meant
of
to be
my penis.
circumcised, for fuck's sake.
I know, but I don't know.
It is not a circumcision. You have been
But my
Not circumcised
fella
at all.
my fella had retreated. It was very cold this morning.
So it was like when you're putting a turtleneck on,
and
but
so
you haven't
I
poked
went-
your head through.
Yeah, kind of like that. And I did wheeze, and it shot off in the wrong direction. So I had to get the mop out.
You are not circumcised. If that has happened to you, you are not circumcised.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't get ankle sock my heart.
I am.
No,
gonna
you're not.
I'm going to take a picture of my fuckers.
No, that's all
and I'm
good,
going to
man.
send
We
it
need
to
to
you
get it.
fuckers.
We need to get a doctor involved in this.
Actually,
and
I got
settle it
one
once
here.
for all.
Actually, hang on.
A doctor.
No, the photo of his definitely uncircumcised penis.
Who's 100% uncircumcised.
What I was saying about the chippies, though, is it's the first time I've ever been solo in a car, bag of chips, just me and the chips.
That's living, man. You're addicted. You're fucked now.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nobody
what-
judging you, man. How
Nah.
many chips you
But
have?
what's actually terrible about it, Mogi, is that he'd actually gone down to the dairy with his beloved wife
To get milk.
To get milk, they got milk and the bag of chips, and then he was leaving, and his wife said, "Are you taking the chips with you?" And he said,
She heard the rustle of the bag.
She said, "Yes, I am," and she said, "Save me some."
She said, "Say, can you save half of that for later on?"
And Keyzie,
What?
the absolute
That's
peg that he
gold.
was, ate the entire bag.
Well, you know what's great about that is he's going to buy another bag, eat half
Half
of that,
pack, yeah,
and
yeah.
then go, here you go,
Totally.
babe, I saved you
Well, that's
half.
the thing. She didn't check the barcode or the serial number. She doesn't know which bag of twisties I demolished.
Because I knew immediately you walked in because you had a cheesy rim, and we were dribbles.
Cheesy rim and wee dribbles.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the name of the potty. Beautiful.
And it was like you when you walk in with your skivvy and it's just got orange hand marks on the front from where you've tried to wipe your hands off. And they
Let me
just
make a point.
smear
Let me make
downwards.
a point about that. I never eat them coming in.
Oh, you're a backbone.
Thanks, mate. I never eat chips coming
What a
in.
fucking
I
I've
don't,
legend.
got my standards.
I don't know why. Because I think what happens with me is there's a certain time lapse
I
where I
wish I
don't
was
eat
Jase,
very
man.
much. Where I don't eat very
Jase,
much.
do you know how fucking weird you are with your cheese balls, bro?
and then I go home, and for some reason I just get an urge for cheese balls. Hey,
It's fucking wacky, bro.
Hey,
I
listen.
never heard of it, dude.
Listen.
I never heard of somebody having 3-4 bags of cheese
Le-
ball a
listen,
week.
hey,
A week.
I'm glad to say though this week no cheese balls for Hoodie Joe.
Oh, this
Good
week?
on you, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Good on
At
you.
all this week.
Is
Yeah.
that right? Good man.
Yeah,
Good
thanks,
man.
mate.
Yeah, no, good shit.
Mind
Might
you-
have a chat about that.
Yeah.
Let's chat about that.
Your Hauraki Big Show Keyzie word of the day is
Wee dribbles.
Yeah.
Sinus.
It's getting a bit more phrasy, isn't it?
Sinus.
You can't come in off the back of someone else's. First in, first served.
All right, wee dribbles.
Wee dribbles.
Keyzie's wee
No,
dribbles.
it's just wee dribbles. All right, send all the Keyzie, all 5 of them in for the week over the weekend with your cell phone number to the Hauraki Big Show on Instagram. On the old messenger there, we could give you a bloody prize.
I'm thinking of
Fucking happy with that,
having
baby.
an instant coffee. Maybe one of Pug's
Jase.
mockers.
Oh, you
I
loved
had one
it.
of those,
You loved
yeah.
the last
No.
one.
Yeah.
Don't, what you're doing now is what you did at the Empire yesterday, which is get a Red Bull and then immediately have a sip and go, oh man, this Red Bull's really gone straight to my head, and start humming around the place. Like when Apu had way too many slushies. This is what you do. You don't even want a coffee.
I think I do.
Do you really?
I'm feeling a bit weary.
Can't imagine why.
Do. You can talk.
Follow us on Instagram, all of us. Hurry up.